ground.
Hello everybody, it's BoroTalks here, and today, as it's Sunday, is the second time that we're going to do BoroTalks. So, for this Sunday, I've decided to talk about how to get informed via the news, like good news outlets, and YouTube drama. Let's get started right away then. So I do have particular views on the news industry, and there's this TED Talks YouTube video that I watched, and I felt that this woman really represented my way of thinking and that there's a real problem. So I'm gonna show you a clip, and here we go then.
We built a business model based on consistent, high-quality information and convening the top minds on the issue. And we found that it was a model that scaled. We got passionate requests to do other things deeply, so we started to work our way down the list. I'm just one of many entrepreneurs, and we are just one of many startups trying to fix what's wrong with news.
I'll put a link in the description, but otherwise what I've decided to do is do a little list, a little top 10 of news stations that are independent or really unbiased, and that I listen to or that I sometimes have a look at. So this is done in no particular order, and the first one is Al Jazeera.
Al Jazeera investigates, coming soon.
The second one is Reporters Without Borders. The third one is WikiLeaks. The fourth one is Truthout. The fifth one is called Old Sides. The sixth one is Sky News. The seventh one is SourceWatch. The eighth one is PolitiFact. And then I've got two social medias that are really helpful to spread the news and that are usually correct. So there's Snapchat if you use the Discover, and you can subscribe to certain independent news channels, and there's also Twitter that usually has good sources, and that's why I use Twitter. I completely despise channels like Fox News that are completely crap. CNN, that I think the acronym is Corrupt News Network, because my god do they spout shit on that channel and so biased. And then I'd like to talk as well about corruption, not only just in the media but in general with the government, especially with politicians. Such as Sepp Blatter with FIFA, who had $2 million here and there, and then sure, corruption in smaller countries in Africa, some parts of Asia and South America, well, and poverty arises and it's just catastrophic. Now this is probably the worst of them all, is BuzzFeed News, that is still a YouTube channel, but they just they have no source. I don't know where the reporters come from, where the authors come from, but they just talk nonsense. More and more channels, more and more unoriginal. They just copy from other bigger channels like BBC. So maybe if social media improves as a possibility to get rid of this corruption, put in the light all these politicians, all these high celebrity, all these high profiles, and completely destroy them and make a democracy. And then I kept a little segment on YouTube drama that I think is horrible. I don't even know why people are subscribed to these sorts of channels or watch these types of videos, because first, it's boring. Second, editing is usually really bad done, and the personalities of those who host the shows are really bad. I just don't see any qualities in these sorts of shows.
The end of the world. That's right, Casey Neistat has stopped daily vlogging.
So either there's some botting in there, or there's a million people in the world who are completely stupid and need pointless facts, like a YouTuber who gave birth to a baby, or a YouTuber who ate an ice cream or just fell to the ground while eating another ice cream. I mean, what's that for news? So there's people like Rice Gum, Keemstar, Leafy is here, and Scarce, that basically all do the same thing, but they get like millions of views every day. So my 3 tips to like improve the way you get your news, your sources and everything. I'd say, firstly, you need to check your sources. It's not necessarily the channel that talks about the subject at first that is correct. It's probably just complete bullshit. So you need to be careful and see who usually brings the correct story, so who's more reliable for the news. Secondly, of course, you need to get an objective channel. It needs to be concrete evidence. You can't accept guesswork. Also, always go for something where the media is less centralized, and I'd say you need to get rid of these like advertisements and donations from other people, because if celebrities, for example, like BBC News, well, if they invest, they get more money, they get more power. So I think the subscription, so when someone really likes that channel, they subscribe, they get some money and all that. That's how they create their channel. That's the only way to go. Anyway, that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I am BoroExile, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. So, my first shout out goes to Kylie and Kyle, who does Black Ops videos. Check him out, guys. My second shout out goes to Hyperblossom Nami 19750, who does animes, so please check her out.